Hey guys, your friendly neighborhood natty here. My name is Matthew, and today's video is going to be unboxing on the Heckler & Koch P2000. So as you can imagine, the reason why I bought this gun is because there is, I believe currently, still going on the Magapalooza rebate through Heckler & Koch. So at the time that I bought this one, they had it only for the VP9 and the P2000 models. So, you know, the P2000, P2000 SK, I assume VP9, VP9 SK. And then they recently had the same thing. They're still doing it again, but they added the P30. But that one has to be a full-size model, so I guess just the P30 and P30L. So you can still get in on that if you guys want to. Going back to the P2000 itself, so here's the box. We open it and we get some nice paperwork. Here is the firearm itself. So there's the gun. It comes with 3 mags, is the one that I got. Also has night sights. So that's kind of neat. And then I think, oh no, nothing behind here. So we get, let's start out with the little stuff. There's back strap covers here. You get 4 of them. There's extra large, large, medium, and small. And then there's also a key here. Let me show you the key. So this key, there is a kind of like a lockout device or system that Heckler & Koch has put in the, I assume, all their guns, but it's right behind the mag well. I don't think you're going to see that. Right behind here. And so this key, you can use it to lock the gun out. I think you turn it clockwise and it will lock it. Then you turn it counterclockwise, it will unlock it. So when you lock it, the gun is useless. The hammer doesn't work, the trigger doesn't work, nothing. So if you want to put the gun away for long-term storage, then I would say that's probably the reason why you want to, you want to lock the gun away. So that's a feature that the gun has. I assume Heckler & Koch does that for all their guns. That's the first time I've seen it. So the 3 magazines, and then I think kind of this this grippy thing that comes on the gun, but I took that off already. So looking at the firearm itself, this is it, the P2000. I think it's known to be very similar to the USP9 or the USP45. I looked at a couple of pictures of the USP, and it looks like the difference is that on the USP, the decocker is only for right-handed people. So you can so if you're right-handed, then the gun works fine for you. And then of course with the P2000, it's actually ambidextrous, and it does that through kind of like a decock button back here. So that's a button that's serrated. You push it down on it, and it decocks the gun. So I'll show you here. If you push on the decocker, it will decock the gun. Okay. Another thing I want to say too is that it's a really good, I don't know if it's a good decocker, a good system, because I can get my somewhat fatty thumbs in there. I can put it right next to it, and you'd think it's going to shave some skin, but it doesn't. So I don't know if they made the hammer really smooth, so it just glides through, and we ain't got no problems. That's pretty good for me, I'd have to say. So usually I would imagine you have to look out, but no. So they did a really good job on the decocker, which I guess this is technically not left-handed as well. I mean, I can hit it with the left hand. I would just go, this way, right? But I imagine if I did it right-handed, it's probably more correct. Either way, it works better. The USP, I think that one was a slide-mounted decocker, and that's just the right hand. You can't get it in any other way. Also got ambidextrous slide release. So we got that on the left side, the right side. So I mean, you can actuate the gun that way. It's also got ambidextrous mag release, and I want to say something about that as well. The mag release is very hard to hit. So unless I'm really focused on it, I can hit it just fine. But if I'm not focusing on it, it's kind of hard to hit. And the reason why I think it's hard to hit is because it is one piece. You see, it's one piece, and so I can see something like this having to, you know, deal with the weight or the ergonomic of it, making it kind of difficult to hit. Because I still feel that if I put the gun in my right hand, you know, it's not any easier to hit as well. So I think we're both going to have to deal with that. So that's a little disappointing, but I mean, not really a big deal. The sights are, I got the night sight version, but it's drift adjustable on the rear sight. And then you can change out the front sight too if you want to make it, if it's hitting high or low, and things like that. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the rebate. So I went ahead and I sent the rebate online. You just fill it out. It asks for the serial number, where you bought it from, and a picture, proof of sale, you know. And I did that through Bud's Gun Shop. So you just take a screenshot on your phone, upload the image. That's it. Very, very easy. You know, they're not picky like Heritage Manufacturing is about, you know, having to get their cheapo sticker and calling that a label. So very easy. Maybe like 2 minutes to submit it. Really, really nice. That was sent on January 5th. Now, it was approved on January 18th, so 13 days later, I got an email. It might have gone through the junk mail. It said, thank you for the submission. Here's a code. They give you a code that you put on their website. It has a value of $200. You put it all towards the magazines. You don't pay anything for the magazines, but you do pay for the shipping, which I think is $14 in my area. So whatever, I did that. I placed the order for the mags on January 20th, and then it came on February 3rd. So the magazines are here. Here they are. They're all just really OEM stock magazines for the HK P2000. It looks exactly the same that came with mine. You know, it's literally the exact same thing. So that's kind of nice. You know, the rebate you get. These magazines, they're $50. You know what I mean? So you kind of get a $200 value for free. Well, maybe for $14 for shipping. Whatever the cost of shipping is that's what you get for the magazines. So the rebate, I think it went very well. The submission, very easy. Doing it all online, you know, you don't have to be too tech savvy. Very simple and very, very, very good experience. Let's go ahead and talk about the firearm itself, particularly with the system that it uses. This is a V3 is what Heckler & Koch calls it. They have 3 different versions, the V1, V2, V3, and based on the P2000 model, it seems to me that this is V3, SADA. The V2 is considered like a double action only, and in the manual that I read, it kind of explains it as it's sort of like a double action striker fire, so it's pre-cocked, but it has the ability to second strike, possibly 2 to 3 times. I'm not sure how they came to that conclusion. Don't misquote me, maybe I should read what they said. So the V2, in case of failure to ignite, the possibility of a second or third trigger pull without the need of first pulling the slide back to recock the system. So that is the V2, which is called the double action. Now I'm sure there's a V1, but the book doesn't say anything about it. So I'm guessing that this book is just for the V2, V3 people, and there's no reason for me to know about V1, which I'm guessing is just your classic striker fired, you know, your striker fire. So it's pre-cock and it, you know, it doesn't have the ability to second strike because it has to recock again if the primer is dead, something like that. So no mention of the V1, but I know Heckler & Koch has a V1. Now in regards to the trigger pulls itself, so SA is, you know, single action is single action. I think we all like single action. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a trigger reset on the... So right there is where the trigger resets. Kind of long. I would say kind of a long trigger pull. So we'll do it in double action. Kind of easy to sense. So that's kind of good. Now the double action is, I mean, I've actually dry fired this about 1,170 times, when I got the gun back a long time ago. And from then to now, I can't say the trigger improved that much. It might have been a little more gritty out of the box, but after 1,000 pulls, I mean, I wouldn't say that it's smooth, but it's I'd say it's probably just a little bit more pleasant. And for those 1,070 double action pulls, that was 30 per day. I did that on January 6th, and I stopped on Valentine's Day. And the reason why I stopped myself on Valentine's Day is because I got another HK. This one is the P30L because I'm worth it. But yeah, they added the P30L to the rebate. So after getting the P2000, I thought, hey, why not get another one? So look for a review, an unboxing of the P30L in the future, okay? Next, I want to go through the disassembly and reassembly procedure. So it's a little bit more involved, maybe not as easy as a Glock. I consider that the easiest disassembly. But first off, what you're going to do is you're going to take out the magazine. So clear out the gun. Now there was a snap cap in here, so don't freak out. It wasn't a real bullet. All right, so the snap cap is gone. And what we're going to do is you're going to see kind of this shape here. And this can match up with the left side slide release. They have to match up together. And when they do, you can push it out from the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So now I can push it out. Okay. So there he goes. All right. And then you can just pull him out. And there he is. So we can take out the recoil spring. Now I think the P2000 SK uses a double recoil spring. So that was mentioned in the manual pretty clearly, I might add. And then of course we can take out the barrel for cleaning. So very nice. Now the manual does say to take out the right side slide release as well, just to prevent frame damage. And the way that you do that is going to be, you lift this up 45 degrees and then you pull them out. Okay, and you can see a shape here. There's kind of like a shape on it, and it's going to match up on the shape here. So there's a particular place where you place it. So let's put it back together. Same idea, match up the shapes. So this will come in. Let me see if I can do it while showing you guys. So the shape here is going to match on the right side lever. So it's at 45. Just place down the 45. I said place down the 45. And then we're going to put the barrel back into the slide. Very fun times. Now we're going to put the recoil spring back on the slide. Get that one set. That's beautiful. Now put them back on the rails. Okay, and now we got to put the left side slide lever. Same idea. We're going to get this shape to match, make an opening so we can fit. We'll do that now. Place the lever in there. Beautiful. And that is it. So I'd say it's pretty easy to disassemble, maybe just a little bit more involved, but honestly, I don't consider that too difficult at all. All right, that's it for the P2000 unboxing and rebate results. I hope this video was helpful for you guys, interesting. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a great day. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye now.
You learned martial arts! Martial arts, go!